Manhattanville got it knocked away for a moment. And now Manhattanville will clear the zone once again. Here's Lipa in on net. Berglund checked out of the play. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties. 1-0 Manhattanville here, approaching 7 minutes gone here in this opening period. Nigel Slade, the lone scorer here thus far, off assist from Durson and Arfelt. 2 Swedes feeding a Canadian. As Knight looked to clear the puck, lost it for a second, shot him with a chance, and the save made by Fever. That coming off the stick of Kirk Underwood. Another chance in front. Fever in good position though, keeping it out of the net, and Manhattanville briefly clearing the zone. Jeff Beck applying some pressure there. Chatham will just dump it in. Comes around for Durson.
That may have been the best chance of the game so far for Chatham. A turnover right in front of the net, not able to capitalize, but leads to a good offensive chance.
And another opportunity there, but a little too hard for Chad Bell to handle that last pass there, as Beck will come away with it. Goes ahead for Slade. Slade tries to get around. Slade shot goes wide. And traffic in front of the net. Looked like Marco Ferraro ended up on his stomach there. As the puck now finally vacates the net. Here's Bomarito just off the bench, and a big hit there from John Ryan. And collisions everywhere here.
I believe we're going to have our first penalty of the game for, looked like an interference, and that is Durson.
Durson is slow to get up as Manhattanville Athletic training staff comes onto the ice here. As the refs gather, and we will await the official call here. 12:18 left here in the first period. Again, 1-0 Manhattanville. Durson, one of the 2 assists. Arfelt the other on the Nigel Slade goal.
Looks to be in a lot of discomfort. I don't even know if he's going back to the bench. He might be going right back to the locker room, so hope he's okay.
Definitely being helped off the ice as play getting set to resume here, as we are awaiting official word. Our referee chatting with our captains just below our broadcast position here at the Playland Ice Casino. We will get you the official call in a moment. As John Ryan will be hit with a roughing and elbowing penalties. So I believe that would be a 4-minute power play coming for Manhattanville here.
That would be big. We alluded to it a little bit earlier. Manhattanville on the power play this season, 20.8%, and Chatham on the penalty kill only at 72.7%. So good chance for the Valiants to create a little bit of distance here, maybe even break this one open early.
As indeed 4 minutes have now been added to the scoreboard here at Playland Ice Casino. Again, camera difficulties, we apologize. 27 is referring to Ryan, not the minutes. It's a shot in front by Garbenius. Anderson had a chance at the rebound, but not sure if he was stripped or just lost an edge in front, but Manhattanville will maintain nonetheless. Here's Jackson out for Gall. Gall around a man. Shot goes wide off the stick of Platt. Tough angle there, but Platt almost made it anyway. As Garbenius maintains. 2-man game with Jackson. Garbenius waits. Throws one in front. Shot goes wide. Rebound right in front. Anderson with a chance. But Chatham able to hold Morgan Hudson, the one senior on this first-year Chatham program. The nice save. There's Garbenius again in front. Anderson, another chance denied. Chatham looking to clear the puck. Might have hit their own man there, but Chatham now finally able to clear the puck. That will force Fever out of his own net there.
Anderson with a few good offensive chances. He had some screens in front, chances for rebounds, not able to put them in, but a decent start so far to the power play. Not able to cash in yet, though.
Still 2:55 to go. Again, the 4-minute double minor is Lipa might have been looking for Berglund out in front, but Manhattanville will maintain nonetheless. Lipa throws it back for Arfelt. Now back to Lipa. Lipa will leave. Puck comes back up for Arfelt. Arfelt for Lopato all the way across the shot from Bomarito, goes just wide. Hudson didn't know where it was for a second, but regains his bearings. Arfelt off for Lopato. Lopato and Lipa will switch. Arfelt, as Lopato goes down in front, and Lipa scores! So Matt Lipa possibly taking advantage of Lopato's slip there. Perhaps an accidental screen that time freed up Lipa as he knocks one past Hudson. As we have a 2-0 game now with 10:45 to go in the first period.
And Manhattanville able to convert on the power play because of double minor. The first 2 minutes come off. We go right down to 2 minutes. Brand new power play for the Valiants to see if they can cash in again.
Lipa, his 13th goal of the season. As the power play will indeed continue now for Manhattanville. Ryan will remain in the box for another minute 50, or whenever the Valiants score next.
Lipa now leading the team in points, 25 points. Just a second power play goal of the year, but a big one. Oh.
As Gall goes flying headfirst through the net. Nice to see he's getting up with almost no difficulty there as Gall with a ton of speed. Again, not sure if maybe a skate got tangled there, but in any case, the clock stopped now with 10:28 off the net moorings being jarred loose there. Faceoff will come all the way back down, excuse me, to the circle to Fever's left. The Anderson losing it to Canaglossi there is Chatham now on the shorthand looking to get a little bit of offense going. Chatham, by the way, leading the conference in shorthanded goals with 6 goals in their 12 conference games. Good for one every other game this season. Manhattanville finally able to come away with it. Gall with a nice move to free himself. Of course, Lutz losing an edge there. As Garbinas will start back from behind the Manhattanville net as we are just now at the midway point of this opening period. Again, 2-0 Manhattanville off the goals by Lipa and Slade. 2 junior Canadians, 2 of the 13 juniors on this Manhattanville team. It's Gall with a shot save made by Hudson. Platt controls on the near side boards. Goes back out for Jackson. Back to Platt. Platt will switch with Gall. Gall back out for Jackson again. Jackson's wrister just wide. So we hear the thud off the boards on that one. Jackson will dump it in for Platt. 40 seconds left on the power play. 9:25 left here in this first period. Puck comes back for Gall. Gall back out for Jackson. Directly across, slap shot by Garbinas. Might not have gotten all of that one as Hudson able to corral it with Anderson again, looking for the rebound opportunity right in front.
Anderson's been in front the entire length of the power play whenever he's been on the ice. That's where he's been.
Anderson, Gall, and Jackson all with 7 goals on the season coming into this one. Face-off now coming to Hudson's left. Lapato to take. Manhattanville wins. Under 30 seconds left on the double minor on Ryan. Here's Arfeld. Give and go. Winds up in Berglund's stick. Berglund's shot saved. Back to Lapato with slap shot. Save made by Hudson. Bomarito keeps it in. Under 15 on the power play. Lipa back out for Lapato. Now to Arfeld. Back to Lipa. Now Lapato. Lipa out to Arfeld. His shot goes wide. As Manhattanville unable to convert on the back end of that double minor.
Chatham with a chance for an odd man rush the other way. Not able to get it through, though.
Chatham holds him just the 1 goal on that 4 minutes.
That was something we alluded to a little bit earlier. Chatham can't afford to be taking penalties. They're not the greatest team on special teams, especially when they're a man down. It's a big loss right there. They only gave up the 1 goal, but put themselves in a 2-0 deficit early.
The Manhattanville's already shown they can score at even strength as well, as Nigel Slade demonstrated just a few minutes into this one. Again, 2-0 Manhattanville, 8:10 left to go in the first period as Chatham with an opportunity here. But Manhattanville with some good team defense gets back as the shot from a tough angle in on Fever, as he is able to stop that one. Looked like that came off the stick of Eric Hildebrand from the far corner, but Fever equal to the task. 8:03 left in this opening period. Slade and Hildebrand now to take the face-off to Fever's right. It's Hildebrand winning, but Chatham unable to keep it in the zone. They'll need to vacate. Manhattanville looking for the rusher, but Chatham corrals once again and will look to start up. The pass for Michael Thammer a little too far out in front there. As Manhattanville Slade in for Durson.
Nets came off once again.
So Durson with a good opportunity there. Not sure if he collided or Hudson in trying to get into position, knock that one loose. But in any case, the clock will stop as the moorings are reset now. 7:38 to go in this one. Not the first time we've seen the moorings come loose tonight, as Stephen Gall can allude to after going through the net earlier on.
Still to this point, we haven't seen Durson back on the ice, so get an update on him as soon as we can, but hopefully nothing too serious.
As Chatham looks to clear the zone. Kenny McLean and Jared Martin applying some pressure there as Chatham finally comes away with it, but Axel Waltott, the big junior Swede, just body checking. Looked like Chris Lutz out of the play. Lutz just 5'11", 220. Waltott going 6'5", 230, ladies and gentlemen. As Jackson comes away with it, almost collided with McLean. Now McLean trailing Jackson. Jackson absorbs the contact in the zone. Now comes away with it once again. Throws it out for Bomarito. Bomarito shot deflected and kept out. Not sure who got a body on that one, but Manhattanville will maintain nonetheless in the touch pass for Arfel. Might not have been expecting it. Jackson started to backpedal, now keeps it in the zone as he will head to the bench for a change as Garbenius will come on the ice for Manhattanville. As Chatham with the opportunity there is the save made by Fever off the stick of Clay Plyler. Plyler, one of 2 Cougars with 8 points on the season. Lutz the other one. Lutz and Jace Burton with 5 goals apiece, and Plyler with 7 assists, both leading the team in those 2 respective categories. It'll be Anderson and Underwood to take the face-off. And right as I say that, Underwood's kicked out for Burton. It'll be Burton and Anderson to take. Anderson wins back to Garbenius. Garbenius off the boards, comes out of the zone. Chatham couldn't corral an opportunity now for Gall. Gall's got Platt. Gall shot. Off the pipe and in. The Valiants taking advantage of a missed opportunity there as the Cougars couldn't quite keep the puck in, and the turnover went right to Stephen Gall. And with Platt to his right, Gall keeping it himself, and the wicked wrister just inside, actually off the inside of the pipe.
And that's how quick the Valiants can turn it. Chatham had an offensive zone face-off, a chance to create some offensive pressure, maybe get a goal, cut the lead in half. Instead, right out of the gate, just like that, Gall takes it down, bangs it in, 3-0. That's how quickly it turns.
When these 2 teams met on December 8th, it was 2-2 after 2 periods. It took 3 third-period goals from Manhattanville to earn the 5-2 win in that one. So Manhattanville, a much quicker start in this one, 3-0. Just shy of 14 minutes in as McLean throws it out for Lippa. Is that a goal? Delayed reaction there.
Red light's not on. And
now it is a long delayed reaction there. Lippa looked to be the only one in the arena who knew that one had gone in. As it is now 4-0 Manhattanville as Lippa has 2 goals in the first 13:51 here. As it's now 4-0 Manhattanville.
Just like that, we go from 2-0 to 4-0. That was 2 goals probably in less than 30 seconds.
And that's going to do it for Hudson as Trevor Ralph, a junior on this Chatham team, coming in to replace him. So the goal has been announced for Gall, but that definitely looked like Lippa. Although they could be announcing Gall's goal from before.
Yeah,
those 2 goals happened so close together that probably is the case.
That's the 3rd goal. Now they're announcing one for Lippa right now.
There's the Lippa announcement as we have a whistle for an offsides on Manhattanville here with 5:52 left. So not that common you hear the 3rd goal being announced after a 4th goal has been scored. Or any goal for that matter after another goal has been scored.
That's how quickly they scored those 2 back-to-back, probably within, I'd say, somewhere around 20 seconds.
And as we mentioned, Hudson's night is done. Trevor Ralph in for the Cougars. As Manhattanville, once again, a 4-0 lead here. As it doesn't look like a potential trap game is in store. As Manhattanville taking care of business here early on. As Durson has indeed returned to the ice, a bit shaken up after that last hit, but excellent to see him back out there after the earlier contact.
Yeah, he looked to be in a lot of discomfort. It looked like he was grabbing his shoulder, but
our statistician tonight, Steve Sheridan, reminding us that Ralph is indeed the new goalie. as the shot goes 5-hole on Ralph. That looked like Waltott, as Ralph letting that one go right through the wickets there, as he now adjusting his gear there. As Waltott hyping up the bench as he skates over. I'll have to get the official word on that. That's Waltott's third goal of the season, if that stands. So 5 goals in less than 15 minutes here for Manhattanville. The first Ralph has allowed tonight.
We were just talking about it earlier, about a potential drive game. It looks like the Valiants were playing absolutely no games coming into the night. They know they have Lebanon Valley tomorrow, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty now.
5:03 left in the period as we will await official word here. Waltott's goal being announced now.
It's going to be Lapato going off.
A slashing call on Kevin Lapato, so an opportunity now.
Returning minor penalty for slashing assist. To the Valiants number 19, Kevin Lapato. Time of the penalty 14:57. That's Lapato for slashing at 14:57.
And a goal for Chatham there. Right at the end of the man advantage, Kirk Underwood putting one home. As Chatham does get on the board here. It's now 5-1 in favor of the Valiants.
I think that one may have surprised Fever. It was just a backhand throwing it towards the net. They had a delay penalty coming up, so as soon as Manhattanville touched the puck, play was going to end. I think that one may have surprised Fever, able to sneak it past them on the backhand.
Underwood's second of the season, if it stands as his. As
I believe due to, yep, because of the delayed penalty.
Nice move to get around two defenders, but couldn't get around the third.
I believe the net came dislodged once again.
Either the third or fourth time that has happened tonight. Clock stopped with 1:51 to go in the period, 54 seconds on the Anderson slashing call. Chatham again scoring just after their previous man advantage ended. Putting themselves on the board here as we have nearly reached the final score from their previous meeting of 5-2, and we're not even at the end of the first period yet. So a much higher scoring game we are on at least pace for at the time being, but again, we will wait and see how the final 40 minutes play out in this one. Whistle stop the clock with 1:32 on the game clock. 35 on the Chatham man advantage. Face-off will come just outside the blue line here. Slade and King to take, as Slade will win it back to Jackson. Jackson, a little bit of pressure, throws it off the boards. Ahead for Slade. Ralph, not sure whether or not he should have touched that puck. Seemed to be waiting just outside his crease for several seconds there as Slade came flying in. Chatham will finally come away with it now. Jeff Beck looking for a hit, but dodging it nicely there was King on the far side. And Hannibal comes away with it. There's Durston with a chance. Durston in front, little too soft on that pass for Beck, who had a step on his defender. Last minute of play in the period. Manhattanville's back at full strength. Another penalty killed. Clock stop with 52.6 to go. As the face-off will come to the face-off circle to Fever's left. Looks like McLean and Hildebrand will take for the two teams. Hildebrand 6'3" and McLean 5'8".
Good chance right there off the face-off for Chatham.
Manhattanville keeping it out though. As Lippa comes away with it now. Lippa down the left side. Had McLean to his right, threw it in front, but McLean unable to get to that one. Nice team recovery defense there by the Cougars, and a whistle, and not quite sure what that call was.
I believe it was an offside call.
In any case, clock stop with 33.5 to go. Face off coming now from the circle to Ralph's right. McLean and Hildebrand to take once again, just 20 seconds expiring from that last face-off as Lippa trying to sneak in there from the wing. Berglund keeps it in for the Valiants. Under 25 to go in the period. Berglund for Lippa, back to Berglund. Berglund briefly body off the play. Garbinus a slap shot. Save made by Ralph. Nice save that time off the slapper by Garbinius. That shot looking eerily similar to the one Waltot scored on. Going 5-hole on Ralph for Manhattanville's 5th goal of this first period. 15.6 left in this opening 20 minutes. 20-minute session that has been, for the most part, dominated by Manhattanville. Chatham, of course, getting one back a few minutes ago off the stick of Kirk Underwood. Whistles, the puck goes out of play. 10.4 seconds left in the period. Face-off coming once again to Ralph's right. Lapato to take now. Lapato had it for a moment, but Chatham controls in the corner. 5 seconds to go. Chatham might just be content to ride this one out here. As the final seconds tick down in a 5-1 first period for Manhattanville. And Mike, a number of scoring opportunities for Manhattanville, both converted on and not converted on.
Yep. I mean, you really couldn't have asked for a better period, aside from the one hiccup with the goal that looked like it may have surprised Fever there. Just such a solid period for Manhattanville, able to get scoring up and down the lineup. Lippa with 2. Solid period all around for the Valiants, but still 2 periods left to play, so they can't take their foot off the gas.
And again, we alluded to it earlier. The trap game definitely not a factor at the moment, as Manhattanville 40 minutes away from a key UCHC win. Again, the top 6 teams making the conference tournament, in the top 7 currently separated by just 5 points. Manhattanville currently tied with Newman at 14 points. Utica, Lebanon Valley, and Stevenson, as we alluded to, all entering tonight with 18 points. Elmira just off the pace with 17. Once again, 5-1 Manhattanville here. Adam Ryder and Mike Puglisi here with you from Playland Ice Casino. We are going to step aside here for the first period intermission, but we will be back. You are listening to Manhattanville Men's Hockey here at GoValiants.com. Don't go anywhere, folks.